It ain't on our time. It's on Yahweh Shem Shah's time.
We didn't do it till then.
Some bullshit, man. Straight up bullshit.
Demon.
Waiting on
You
you.
got the Rams over there?
Take it up the street.
Why do you have a shimmy shot? Take up that.
Take it up the street.
Get back. Don't let that shit distract you. Try the best I can, bro.
Got it.
Oh.
Probably.
Told you.
Say it with your chest.
Told you. Huh? So
All right.
first and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory
Say
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, to the men that died doing the work at Ba'ashem, Yahushai, because they shut our eyes first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahushai, he is the deliverer. Because he's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right, it's the Church of Philadelphia. Once again on the highways and hedges, coming to prophesy the downfall of America according to the scriptures. All right, and we living in some heavy times. We have this new situation with the a lot of young children. And that's heavy because it's a lot of young children out here when we first pulled up. That's through the spirit though. You know, a whole bunch of young children, and they're the main ones being put into these hospitals for pneumonia, man. All right, which goes into what the plagues of Egypt, man. You know, matter of fact, grab let their blood be upon, let his blood be upon us, and let and upon our children. Mother the child, man. You know, because hey, that's what the Lord. We bring this on a lot. You know, being in these times. All right, we're in the last of the last of the last. All right, it's only a matter of time for World War III pop off. Well, this is December 2nd, 2023, and this year went by so fast, man. This year went by so fast. Like, hey, man, you know, like you got what? This the second. How many days in December? 31? 30? Something like that. So, yo, this year is almost over. Then you got 2024, which you just had an election. It's Sherelle Parker now. She's the mayor. She's going to be the up-and-coming mayor. The first female mayor in Philadelphia's history. The Negro woman. All right? She's the first female mayor.
Mayor.
You know? So a lot of things gonna happen. Of course, you know, the Negro woman going back to Eve, man, going back to Genesis and all that. Guess what? She's gonna push the agenda of Esau. Whatever they tell her to do, she's going to do it. The same way going back in the Genesis, the second chapter. You know, when she got beguiled, they gave her that power. No matter of fact, you got that book.
There's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 27, verse 25. It says, Then answered all the people and said, His blood be on us and on our children.
That's right. See that? And that's why you got these children out here now. They're catching that pneumonia and all that. And this is what? It ain't even really flu season yet. Because the winter hasn't really fully kicked in. You know? With all those little niggas and demons that was y'all can scoff, y'all can play, y'all can think it's a game and all that. But everything that's coming upon the earth is coming for your asses. And if you've been set up, the ones that set you up, it's going into what? What happened in Egypt? Yo, the Lord killed the firstborn of everything.
God.
And that was the first Passover, man. He killed the firstborn child, cattle, beast, whatever was the firstborn. They got laid down, man.
Hey,
God.
That's why the Lord did it. To get your attention. Let you know, because he gave you so many warnings, man. And you wanted to scoff and mock and make fun of him. And you're doing the same thing nowadays, man. You're doing the same thing nowadays, and the same thing is going to come upon you, man. You know? And look at the back of your shirt, it says perish. Niggas about to perish, man. You got the back. They're about to perish, man. And everything they stand for. About to be stripped away from them, man.
how was it on that?
There's a lot of motherfuckers being set up, man. Shouldn't none of that shit matter, man. Matter of fact, you got some, bro? I was gonna tell you. There's a lot of things I'm talking about. There's a lot going on. What's in Israel too?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Moreover, the word, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Then said Yahweh unto me, That hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. And let's get into what the Lord took Jeremiah the prophet where? To see what? To see all the wickedness and evil in the land.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Because when you travel around, you know, you go in certain places, you see how inconsiderate the people are. You know, the honey snoozes, you know, happy people. You know, the backbiting. You know, even this can't. You don't even know their names, man. That's how irrelevant they are. They're eating pork on Thanksgiving and saying that that's you're allowed to do that, which that's easy to cut, man. And those men could have been set up as well. But yo, in these last times, yo, these things must happen so you can know who's a real man of the Lord and who's faking, man. You know, the Lord is shifting, and he's
Hey, it's sifting season. It's gonna be sifting season.
Man, like a drug dealer, man. When they was cooking stuff up, they cooking off the impurities, and that's like you being tried in the fire. The Lord is cooking off the impurities of His men, man. All right, to make them that gold, that refined gold, that's acceptable to Him, because He can see His image inside of those men. That's the only way that He's going to accept you. You know, we got so many Israelites out here because we are Israelites, man. Every last, well, I ain't gonna say, well, the ones that's Israel, and we know who you are, man. No, even the ones that's still sleeping, you know, and you know the spirit of them. Yeah, you Israelites. That's the reason for why you act the way you do, man. Because you fucking degenerates, man. And the Lord God come back to set the record straight, which He's about to do, man.
And if I may add, just like when the brother read that scripture, it mentioned rooted out, right? And the young boy walked by and he had the timberland tree. It was a tree. You know, that's the tree that our people got hung on. But what? It said rooted out. And Yahweh Shai referred to Israel as being that degenerate plant, like the brother just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They turned their backs on the Lord. You know?
There's more meat on this thing. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north. Then Yahweh said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land.
Hey, yo, that's the word. A seething pot. That means that's heated, man. You know, a seething pot is fucking heated. It's to the temperature, it's boiling, man. All right, and that's why all these evils is coming to this place. What it say, the north? Right?
You know what that's talking about?
We're in North America. The Lord sees that.
John.
And yo, look how many prophets He put here in Babylon, man. You know, if you're a righteous man in this society, the things you see should make you angry, man. Even amongst the Israelites, because yo, Mattathias, the Maccabees, they wasn't going for this shit. The 7 brothers, they wasn't going for the shit. Now you got these dudes making a mockery, talking about eating pork. I mean, you was sellouts back then, you're sellouts now, man. You know? And ain't nobody sincere in your camp that follow that shit. And the Most High got something special for you. Because then you talk about, oh, it's in the name of Yahweh Shai. So now you disrespecting the Passover as well, man. Because the Lord said, here, take, eat. And He broke His bread. He said, this is my body which is broken. Yo, Yahweh Shai's body was broken. Not no bones, but they whooped Him so bad, they broke His body, man. But they couldn't break His bones because the Lord didn't allow it, because He's that unblemished lamb, man.
That's right.
You know, but they still beat Him. That's why I told you, man. Yo, and when you go into the Passover, that's what that's representing. So that's a serious time, man. That's the time of betrayal, and that's the time that the Lord was put to death, man. You know? That's a serious assembly, man. But you have men, they make mockeries and make fun of that, man. That means they're not in the right spirit. Yahweh Shai not dealing with it, man. You know?
Now I speak as a man, but I believe they were just set up. There is no way you can talk about some Yahweh Shai and truly be sincere at all.
He wasn't.
At all.
They're not at all.
Yeah. Right? And yeah. You've been set up.
And yo, you know, and they did it on Thanksgiving.
Right.
And it's funny. This is how the spirit works, man. Because you had a dude. Yo, we was just watching this. But yo, he made it. It was like when you have a cousin come over that's a battle rapper, and he says the grace over Thanksgiving dinner. But yo, so let me talk to the big man. But yo, listen, yo, but the reason I'm making this book.
Hey, you gotta have fun with this too.
Yeah, he had enough sense. He was, what he say? He said something. It was a bar or whatever. He said, and you know I don't eat pork because I'm an Israelite. You know, so I was like, and the dudes in the back were like, Mazel Tov. He was like, talk to him. But yo, even though he said, but it's truth in what he said. He said, you know, I don't eat pork because I'm an Israelite. You know, Matter of fact, that's in the law, which we can get.
Yeah, that's just basic.
You know? You said, that's how you know them dudes. They
Yeah,
set up
that's
the-
just
that's-
basic.
that's
That's
with this day over another. No, that's talking about the high holy days. Because we're rehearsing, we're rehearsing
yeah.
the righteous acts. You know? So we don't know if we're celebrating on the right day. We got some men that celebrated this time. We're looking for the young boys. See, look, man.
It's madness, man.
I like precept.
But now I'm gonna say something like this too. As soon as we came out here and set up, even with the cops and all that, it's our presence because it's the presence of the Lord. And yo, us getting up and leaving is like that's crazy. You know when you think about it, because you gotta stand your ground. Then you use wisdom, but the spirit that's on you is so heavy it made everything disperse.
Hey, they went up the street as soon as we started.
Yeah, that's the spirit, and
Yeah.
that's why I told the brother open up with the Ram song. And
Yeah,
that's crazy because like we discussed this at the crib, like, man, bring the Rams, let's do that. You know, and that's a warning, man.
yeah,
But the spirit got them up out of
yeah.
there.
And it was like 30 of them little.
It was chaos. It was utter chaos.
utter
before we came out
chaos.
here. You know, and the Lord put us here to what? We're defenders of the gospel. We're defenders of the peace. So when we came out here, the peace came, the order came, man. Even though you had the cops set up and all over here,
Right.
over there,
They couldn't do nothing.
yeah.
They just left.
Because them niggas was still like, man,
Yeah.
fuck y'all, dancing in front of them
Right.
and doing all that crazy shit, man. You know? That's how you know we have a purpose.
Yeah, hey, that's powerful.
We are the peacemakers of this place. You know, and it's crazy because when we was on the train, what happened? I told the girl, I was like, what you waiting for somebody? Such. And the dude, he was on the same time as these little niggas. He's like, I'm with whatever. I lost triple digits. And this, I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, you ain't the only one that lost them. Then we talked to him and he calmed down, man. You know? When at first he was one to go against me. Whatever, little nigga. You don't got no wins, but I'm not going to hurt you because I look at you like my son.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm going to speak to you. And he received it. You know? Yeah, bro.
Real quick to back you up on how they're just perverting and using the name of the Lord. You
That's
know?
crazy. That's
And they're going to be one of them that be like, Lord, Lord, did I not use your name?
That's right.
But check it. And this was when Paul was speaking to the church of Galatia. Galatians chapter 1. And we're going to go straight to the point in verse 9. You can break it down, brother. It says, as we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed.
And hey, and what's the gospel? There's one gospel, the true doctrine, right? And hey, and we know through the Spirit that hey, the Lord set up the elders and apostles GMS on down, and the other brothers that teach that true doctrine, right? Because there's a lot of so-called Israelite camps out here that go off, and they go way off. So it you know, as it says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? Don't just follow blindly, right? Go into the scriptures, search it out, right? Then you'll see who's the true man of the Lord that's been set up, because you will go off if you're doing all these other things, right? And really trying to proclaim you as the head, right? When the Lord sets up the head, you can't proclaim nothing,
Right.
you know. And that's what these brothers is doing in some of these camps, right? Because it's about pride, it's about views, it's about how many camps you got. No, this is about the true gospel.
Hey, and that dude just wanted attention.
Yeah.
And if I may, with that being stated, I must bring out the scripture.
John.
Verse 10, for do I not persuade men or Yahweh? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach Yahushua.
John, because hey, it falls back to it's about me. I want some attention. I want to go we got Israelites that want to go viral, right?
Clash.
Yeah. The bottom line is true men of the Lord are humble. They're not seeking attention. They just go out and do the work. Hey, and whether you will hear or forbear, we're going to continue to do the work. So it's not about it. Matter of fact, it's not about what we do anyway. It's through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy that we even out here. It has nothing to do with what we want to do. It has everything to do with what Yahweh Shai wants from us. And we've been pre-programmed to be the men of the Lord, and hopefully we will, be saved in the end, right? But this should be in our spirit, and if it's in your true spirit, then Yahweh Shai put in your true spirit, and can't nobody take it out. So when you see people bugged out and doing their own thing, hey, the spirit done left them, but it was never predestined for them to be part of this thing. And really, in reality, it's a sign for the true men of the Lord to say, hey, it ain't shit about you, because this man was breaking it down 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, for 10 years, for 15 years, right? They was on fire. They could go to 5 precepts. You say one thing, they go on another 5 precepts. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, right? You give me this, you give me this, you give me this, you give me this, right? And then I got 5 in my head. No, hey, the Lord done put signs in front of us, because some of these men are just bugged out now. Because he's letting you know it's got nothing to do with what you think you know. How many precepts you think you can spew out your mouth in an instant. And again, not going against brothers, that could do that. But once you get puffed up and think it's you, hey, that's why the Lord's giving us these signs, right? And showing who his true men really are.
I got something for you. Here's the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, of the living power. And you know what? And that just shows that they don't fear the Lord. Because if they did fear the Lord, they'll do that which is pleasing in the sight of the Lord. Persuading him rather than men. Rather than, all that carnality. You know what I mean? So if you fear the Lord, and it's a healthy sense of fear. Just like a child that fears their parent. They're going to submit to them. They're going to obey them. Not like these monsters out here. They don't fear their parent. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they do whatever they want. However they want. It's out of order. So when you have that healthy sense of fear, you're going to think twice. Before you react once. You know what I'm saying? And we all fall short. We all, what? Hey, you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you read about, for instance, with Paul, that was in Galatians, the first chapter, where Paul was speaking about how he was so zealous, he knew how he messed up when he was committing all those, atrocities, right? The murders or whatever. But he was saying, I was zealous, but he feared, now I'm here to do that, which is right, you know what I mean? So it's an honor for us to, and it's a healthy fear.
Grab it, Leviticus 11:7. Then I want you to have that.
11:7.
And I'm going to go through Deuteronomy 14:8. And this is it's plain and simple. To those dudes, you ain't got to really go in on them. Because, hey, man.
Yeah, here we are in the last days of the last days, and you just showing something that ain't never been seen before.
Leviticus 11:7. This is a law. This is a law, so this don't got nothing to do with no Muslim stuff, none of that shit. Even the Muslims, well, you got some of them. And all that shit, they fucking swine, man. Wow. Just like you got the Amalekites. They have kosher pork.
Yeah, that was.
And that's how these niggas is. Man.
That's an oxymoron.
They think that when it says about the meat and everything. It said the meat, all meat, some is lawful. Some
Oh,
like
it's
that.
not that which goes into the land.
Nah, it said that the meat, some is lawful. Like, cause you had a debate back in the ancient time between the Israelites. And some Israelites they eat meat, man,
Yeah.
but they only ate lawful meat.
Right.
Then you had some Israelites they was vegetarians.
Right.
Man.
Yep.
You know, so that was the whole debate on it. You know,
Yeah.
it was like, well, we eat meat, but you're not supposed to like look down on him because he don't eat meat. But we all know at the Passover you have to eat the lamb.
Right.
You know, that's a part of it, man. You know, so what Israelite was eating unlawful meat, man. Even when you look at the dream Apostle Paul had, when he saw the pork and all that, and he was eating it, he was like, "Oh!" He woke up like, "Lord, I ain't eat. That's unclean." And that was the dream that he had before what Cornelius. Sorry, brother. That was the dream he had before, Cornelius was supposed to come see him, man. You know, because he didn't look like the average Israelite. And not only Cornelius. Cornelius was of what? The Italian band. So he had Romans, man. It's like, yo, look at this book. I'm going to get into a little bit of it tonight. It just says, the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomite. So, yo, Esau is no getting around it. This is your empire, your Edomites, because you come from the Roman descent, man. All right? And y'all spoke Latin. Why do you think you got Latin on the back of the goddamn dollar bill? All right? So the lies is being shown, man. All right? But anyway, we're going to...
And just accept it. Just accept it.
That's who you are, man.
Hey, just to land back off the brother though, in terms of even brothers today are so-called vegetarian or vegan, right? I was, matter of fact, I can't remember whose video I was watching, but the brother said, I'm vegan, but I know on the Passover, matter of fact, I'm going to cook the lamb, I'm going to eat the lamb.
And guess what? That's not a wicked thing.
Right.
Because you got, and brothers, they like to do that because they look up on different meats and this and this, but just because the brother eat meat, you can't knock that brother.
Right.
He can eat steak.
Right.
He can eat lamb. He can eat chicken.
Right.
He can eat fish. He can eat all that, man. No, a true vegan, they don't eat no fish, none of that,
right.
man. They don't even eat eggs.
Right.
You know, but then you still have things where they got beyond shit. You start eating that, and like, man, you might want to watch that.
Right.
You know, but just
impossible stuff though.
Yeah, just because we eat meat doesn't make you wicked. But
right.
a true Israelite that knows his heritage, he's not going to eat any unlawful meat, and that's what we're about to show you right now, man.
Yep.
King David ate meat.
That's right.
It tells you how he set up the flour and all that. But yet Paul ate flowers.
That's right.
So that's a balance.
Yeah.
You know? But this is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
So these niggas can't justify eating pork and saying, oh yeah, we're allowed to eat this. The law's done away with. Man, you out your fucking mind, man.
Right.
This is a law right here, man.
Yeah. It says, I could start at 6 because it describes it. This is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 6. And the hair, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof.
Damn.
He is unclean unto you.
See that shit? Yo, that's like you eating rabbit. You got your rabbit ass mouth.
Right, yeah, you are. Exactly.
You ain't supposed to eat that type of meat, man. Like turtle, it's lawful meat and it's unlawful meat. And that was the whole debate. So you niggas might as well have turtle. You should have had rabbit at your little a day.
Eat a blowfish.
You're adding on whole holidays, man. The Lord gave us all his holy days. They talking about, he said one man esteemeth another day over another. He used that scripture.
Right.
But that was talking about the Sabbaths, the new moons. Some brothers, they was like, yo, I'm not going to follow certain holy days. I'm going to follow the Sabbath and all that. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make you wicked, because the Lord can wink at your ignorance. Because when we're here in our captivity and wherever we're at, we're rehearsing righteous acts. So that's what he's talking about. So So you can't. You can't try to use that scripture to justify the madness because you're leading brothers astray.
Right.
You know, and when you do that, you're adding on and you're taking away. So the things that you add on is going to be added on to you in the end, man. All right.
And you know what? It also says there's no cloak for your maliciousness.
Right.
Because that's a malicious act.
Yeah, once you know.
Trying to use that to justify your sins.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you had Israelites that did that before. They did shit to try to justify their sin.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like I used to always say, you had when you sacrifice for your sin, they would already have that lined up.
Yeah, ready to go.
You know, that's what these niggas doing. They like, oh man, well you know what? The law's done away with. We're under grace. Yo, them niggas is under the Christianity bullshit. They know that they're Israelites. Just like, yo, you got these churches now. They know about the Israelites. They know that they even know that they're Israelites. But do they wear their fringes and all that when they come on the hobbies? They don't even come on the hobbies. They still want to stay in that building and spew that that bullshit. You know, that madness, man. You know, they're telling, oh yeah, you know this, just to keep you in because they're trying to combat what we're saying, man. Because we're telling you the truth. You know, and they're learning from us. We ain't learning from them. Them niggas went to Christian colleges and all that shit. You wasted your fucking money, man. You know? But you look down on us. Well, who the fuck is these niggas out here with big jeans on? You know, and they dress like this and this and that. But they dropping it on us. They ain't wearing no goddamn suit ties and all that shit, man. You know?
If I may, and you know what they're doing? They're adding on their own religion.
That's right.
Now that they're making their own religion. And you know what? I want to make a quick point about Pashad. Now, even this is in the New Testament. Because, it's done away with, that's the Old Testament. All right, but in the New Testament, when the Lord took the demons out of the people, what did they jump into?
Yeah, swamp.
They jumped into swine's flesh. And the swine's flesh, the swine, and it was like, how many? I think it was like 2,000 of them. And they jumped off of the fucking cliff. So even the swines, oh shit, now we might as well.
Because
the Lord changed not. So if you ain't supposed to, the Lord changed not. So if you're not even supposed to touch the flesh back then, why would you supposed to touch it now?
Right.
In 2023, if the scripture said the Lord changed not.
And yo,
that's it.
Laying back on what you said, man. And that's a heavy point. You know, because he didn't say that the demons ain't, it was me.
Yeah.
Because it was me. When that one man was drunk. You know? So the demons ain't say, go it's in the land. They couldn't do that. Because they was unclean spirits. So an unclean spirit got to go into an unclean thing. And if you defile your temple, you become unclean. That's why those demons able to jump on your ass, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And we need your house trying to take them demons off us.
You know what they say, you are what you eat.
Hey, and just to land back too, they're not ready to put off that old man. They're not ready to put on the new man. And so they're going after their lust for pork. That's what it is. Yeah. Right. Right.
Yo, and that's pride.
Yeah, that's pride. That's what I'm saying. They're not ready to put on that new man because they're going after their own bellies. They want to fill their own bellies. Who can turn? What does it say? Who can turn unclean thing into a clean thing? Come on, man. This is ABC.
That's heavy that you said that because that's why the Lord allowed those demons to happen to the kids, man.
Come.
There you go.
Don't even let it get you sidetracked.
Right.
That's the point.
Right. Yeah, that's what they want. Yeah.
One track mind. It says, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet He cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
That's right. And the cud is when an animal like a cow, right? That's where you get your steaks, your beef products and all that, right? You get that. So the cud is when an animal chews the grass. That's the cud. He chews the grass, he swallows it, he regurgitates it, he chews it again, then he swallows it back down. All right? And they're cloven footed. All right, that means the toe is split in half. So that's the split. Even the pig, they have the cloven foot, which is split, but they don't chew it a cud. Because they eat anything, man.
Right.
You throw a whole human being that's dead into a pig pen, they eat anything. Because I remember when I used to go down south, younger and shit, and my grandma's neighbor had a pig pen in there, right? And we used to go feed the pigs, man. And he was like, yo, the food he caught it for them, he called it slop. And I was like, that shit used to steal. He just gave him whatever the fuck.
Right.
And I just remember saying, I'm like, God damn, like this is crazy. I'm telling you that he was anything he could think of,
just
he gave to them pigs.
Yeah.
That's what he caught. He was like, yeah, let's go feed the pigs.
Right.
We gotta give them slop.
Hey.
And now you think of slop, it's like that's disgusting, man. You know, that's anything.
You know they say sloppy top.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Hey, a pig eat his own vomit.
Yeah,
Yo, I
they
seen
their
one.
own shit.
I seen a pig ate his child down, and it started eating his child. The corpse had died, and it started eating it, and the person who caught it, like, look, like, they eat their own children.
Yeah.
Just like these motherfuckers when they eat McDonald's.
Yeah. But they look at them like,
And that's why you got Jake that be like, when they say you nasty, they say, ew, you a pig. You nasty, because of, you know what I'm saying? So that's in our nature. Oh, you nasty, you a pig. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in the spirit, you know? But verse 8 says, of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass, but you can't even touch it.
Right.
And that's how holy we're supposed to be.
and that's what the 7 brothers, the Maccabees, the 7 brothers.
They are unclean unto you. And the 3 holy children. When the king of Babylon tried to make them eat it. They're like, no, we're not eating that shit.
Right. And who was the brother that they said just act like you eating it? Like basically we gonna give you chicken. We gonna give you chicken, but we just want you to act like you eating it, right?
The government go off.
Right. You know what I mean? And they said no. You know, that's the spirit that we pray that Yahweh Shai puts on us. And guess what, Esau? You're not taking this away from us. No matter what you think, how you think you can threaten us, we're going to come out here and teach our people and reach out to the hopeful elect. Because that's the times we in. So you can put all the stuff that you want. Guess what? Hey, we fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Deuteronomy chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 6. That's to furthermore push the point, because this is a law. It says, "And every beast that parteth the hoof and cleaveth the cleft in 2 claws, and cheweth the cud among the flesh, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that devoureth the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney, for they chew the cud, but devoureth not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean to you. And the swine, because it devoureth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass." No? As a matter of fact, grab that. See you up there. Just to break it down further, because you niggas is assholes. You follow dudes like that, you an asshole.
Right.
It's Deuteronomy 14:6 in the NLT. It says, You may not eat any animal that has completely split hooves and choose the cud. Salaki, you may eat any animal that has completely split hooves and choose the cud. But if the animal doesn't have both, it may not be eaten. So you may not eat the camel, the hare, or the horax. They chew the cud, but do not have split hooves, so they are ceremonially unclean for you. Because everything that we do is a ceremony. That's how you got the land, We got certain beasts that we use that we can eat, man. Verse 8 it says, and you may not eat the pig. Break it down further for you. All right, the swine, the pig. It says it has split hooves, but does not chew the cud, so it is ceremonially unclean for you. You may not eat the meat of these animals, or even touch their carcasses. All right. So the Lord is very specific. So this dude was on that video talking about you got a lot of people upset because I ate some ham. All right, well, the Lord gonna go ham on you, man.
That's right.
No, when he come here. Because you're leading the people astray, man. You're doing a very injustice to the Lord, and he is not happy with it. All right?
And the Lord said to them that pollute their bodies, they shall be destroyed.
And you're talking, and you got the nerve to mention the Baal that was God, man, which is the house of David, man. You talking about, it's the house of David. The house of David wasn't doing that, man.
Right.
The house of David, the house of David was all about the So all that rhetoric that y'all talking, the Most High is going to destroy you and anybody that listens to you and believe your bullshit, man. And that's not a threat, that's a promise. That's a guarantee because that's the Lord's words. That's what he promised, man.
That's right.
Even Muslims, they got enough sense to know they don't eat pork, man. But you niggas is Israelites and you got the nerve to even fucking eat pork.
Right. That's why the Lord specified. That's why the Lord, when he gave us the dietary law, Leviticus 11, he specified what animals on the ground to eat, what fowls of the air to eat. So it was general, because if that's the case, you can eat whatever you want. Motherfucker, eat a blowfish. Watch your ass die. Eat one of them, you know what I'm saying?
And
so that's why Yahushua came and laid down the law. He said what? Yahushua said he didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it.
That's right.
And that's in the New Testament. So it was never passed away. You know what I'm saying? It was never done away with. Because Yahushua was the law. You know what I'm saying? So he just, he established it. Just like that. So with Yahushua coming back, he came to establish the law. So with that being said, I want to get this real quick for the brother. This is I got it in the KJV and also in the NLT. Fuck's sake. This is first St. John chapter 15, verse 22 in the KJV. It says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin.
This is a fucking woman on the dirt.
King James Version verse, St. John chapter 15 verse 22. If I had not come and spoken to them.
Right, so yo, all the prophets in the ancient time, all the prophecies were speaking of Yahweh Shah to come. Right? Even John the Baptist spoke of Yahweh Shah. Right? Because he said that's at the same time, right? So see, and John the Baptist, he spoke of that. He said, "Yo, it's one coming after me who's basically whose shoes I can't latch, man. I'm not even worried to tie his shoes. People in the water, all right. So the Lord had to come, and that's all order, and that's why, like, when everything that we go through right now and we seeing that's going on, we're able to read it and understand that it's prophecy. The ones that's in the know, the ones who the Lord gave the truth to. The rest of the people are blinded, and you can see that, you know. But we can't let their blindness upset us, because their blindness has to exist to keep other people blind, you know. And who we wake up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, they go and wake up, because it's all according to Him. It's not our will, but His will. Nothing is our will, man. You know. And right now, yo, we're living in the time of revelation. As a matter of fact, we even had a dude I seen on TikTok earlier today, and he was talking about, yo, that Bible belongs to the Israelites. It was given to them, and he was like, who knows them but them? Why you think you got all these people looking at us? Because they're trying to see what we're talking about and everything that we're speaking on, you know, to see what's next. We're the real weathermen. We're the real.
Shorty with the long legs, I'm talking. Shorty with the long legs, she don't walk. Yeah, last year I kept it on tough.
And then yes,
A legendary one.
let you have degenerates to standing around us, a bunch of fucking degenerates, you know. And yo, they're the same ones that deny Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and that's like, hey man, me and the brother was talking about this on the way to camp. It's funny because when the day of Isaiah 4:1 comes, like that song, "Nah, baby, you're not gonna be able to do it. You're gonna be beating them off you with a sleep, because they're gonna want to be around you, because why they feel that energy, man. They feel that they feel that truth, they feel that strength inside of you, man. You know, once your spirit around us, man.
Yeah.
You know, because
I got the go and TikTok. I'm using this tonight.
So they walked over, so maybe the Lord can have mercy on them. But those same niggas that's playing around right here, the Most High is going to smoke these niggas, man. Because the same way they trying to play tough and hard and all that, yo, the Lord going to, some little girls might want to protect you, because they see men out here that's like, damn, I ain't see that. But I still told them, listen, man, no, we don't want that right now. That's going to be the same way it goes down when in that time people see it. Because we ain't going to be one of those, like, yo, they're the weaker vessel. Right. They're going to be chasing. That's why the Lord said He will make a man as fine gold.
More precious.
Because right now with these women, I don't need no man. You're going to eat those words, man.
And that's why Ezekiel said, then they shall know a prophet was among them. But it says,
yo, if y'all listen, check this out. If y'all going to stand there, why don't y'all listen and learn about who y'all are? Instead of making jokes and cracking jokes about each other, because all y'all is brothers. But y'all don't even think that. Well, if y'all going to stand there and listen, pay attention.
no, that's real too. So back, King Salah. First, St. John, chapter 15, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would have no sin, But now they have no excuse for their sin.
That's right. So that's showing you that's showing you order. Because the Lord, he's a perfect order. So he had to come, he had to wait his turn. You know? He had to wait for his season. Going to what? Ecclesiastes chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It's a time and place for everything under the sun, and everything has a season. You know? So the Lord, man, he's going to show you, you know, just perfect. He's perfect, perfect patience, perfect mercy, perfect order. That's Yahweh Shah. You know, he follows the orders of his father. And that's a good soldier right there, man. You know,
You saw the train, the scale.
yeah, kind of. All with
You know?
just came out of it. And it was in perfect balance in the middle of all that. The balance of this place right here is unjust.
God.
The scales is tipped. And they say blind justice, but the scales is tipped. So you know where it's tipping to, man. Who's up and who's down. You know?
They got that in the federal buildings, the courthouses and all that. And that just shows you how their laws, the laws of the kings now, is unjust. And it's been unjust. You know? But the words of the Lord live forever.
That's what Revelations 12 said that God uses.
The accuser of that brother. But this, I got it in the NLT, right? How they got no excuse, no cloak for their sins. It says, John chapter 15, verse 22 in the NLT, they would not be guilty if I had not come and spoken to them, but now they have no excuse for their sin.
Damn, God damn.
Right?
Because oh man, God damn it.
It says, they would not be guilty if I had not come and spoken to them. But now they have no excuse for their sin.
That's right. So if the Lord ain't come speak to you, that means you didn't know. So now you know. The same way that's why he put us out in the highways and hedges. So now you know. Just that song, if you know, you know.
Hey, and that's why I said it's better that you didn't know.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because now the Lord can't wait at your ignorance.
God.
Like when we tell these people out here, look, come to the marriage of the Lord, you're trying to bid them in because they don't know.
God.
But now that they heard it, now it's between them and the Lord. You know, the blood is off our hands at that point.
God.
But now they know, you know.
Hey, that's why I say, hey, and that's why I say, like you said, brother, it's better that you did know, but once you put your hands on a plow, hey, the demons is going to come back, how many, 7 times more,
Stronger,
right? So you thought you was off before you came in. Now you came in, watch how off you going to be afterwards if you take your hand off that plow. Yeah.
And we've seen people women that knew the truth, and then the way they bugged out was like, men changing the names, you know, praying to this name. You like, first of all, how you got a Hebrew name, and then you calling upon the Lord some other crazy comedic name, like, so they're giving up to, different spirits, man. That's a fearful thing.
Hey, and I found that scripture that talks about it was Eleazar that they wanted him to kind of act like he was eating pork. Why wouldn't you just act like you eating pork? Yeah, so it's actually 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 17. It says,
Verse what?
17, start at 17.
6 and 17.
Second Maccabees. It says, but let this that we have spoken be before a warning unto us, and now will we come to the declaring of the matter in few words. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance.
God damn. And that's heavy. Because when you look at that man that did that, I don't even know his name, man. But he was an aged man. He was an aged man, very gray and all that
Right.
shit. But he was a fool. Hey, bro.
Huh.
That's heavy. That's a beautiful man.
Come. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. So basically, the king was, telling him, "Hey, we want you to eat swine's flesh because you're of great countenance and people look up to you, basically." Right?
And yo, that man amongst those dudes, because but among obviously that man that did all that, he's well favored amongst his community.
Come.
Whoever's around.
Come. So,
So
they basically saying, if he do it, he's like what they do to these celebrities now.
Yep.
They put them on commercials.
Yep.
They get you to promote stuff. They get you to do stuff. Hey, that's the same thing they're gonna do with the see him, right?
Yep.
They're gonna have the celebrities telling you how great it is to have it, right? Yeah.
and that's the setup. And that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that's
Because you know what? They're all they're doing is setting you up for failure.
Come.
And they're bringing man in front of you that looks like you,
Right.
speaks like you, that
Right.
understands you. That's why I wish to Jeremiah chapter 2:33. It says, "Why trimmest thou ways
To seek love.
And that's all they're doing is and this is therefore you have taught the wicked when your ways.
Right.
So that's all they're doing, man.
It's choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained
That's right.
with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment. So, he would rather die. Here you got a man of great countenance, aged man. He said, "I would rather die than to eat swine's flesh."
That's right. But our people now, you was raised on that. And why you think that they want you to eat that and do all that? Because they want you to break your laws. They know about our laws. Going to the Roman the Roman Empire, right? Going to the Greek Empire. Matter of fact, check it out.
It's more than this though.
I want to mention one man, right?
All right.
Which we had, right? With the Second Temple, right? And this man, this is how you know that they know our customs and things like that. Right? The man's name is the guy Cyrus II. That's what I'm talking about. Cyrus II, right? He the founder of Alchemia, Al-Qadanian dynasty of Persia. He conquered Babylon in 538 BCE, right? Before the Common Era. But right, he allowed the exiled Jews to return to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple of 515 BCE. Right? So they knew our customs and they knew how important that temple was. But the second temple, we were exiled for what? Disobeying the law. And even though we were exiled into the places, into Babylon, where we were exiled to, we were still to practice our laws, statutes, and commandments and our heritage. Because we was under punishment, but we still was commanded to follow our customs. Right? And they allowed us to do that. The ones that had us in captivity, like Cyrus, that's why I said, you know what, Cyrus II, here's our, go ahead, man. I'm going to allow y'all to rebuild your temple. They was in power, of course, but through the spirit of power, Yahweh outside for that their rulership, he was the king of Persia, he allowed us to do that.
I'm gonna read that again. But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination.
That's right, that's a stain on your spirit, man. And you're abomination to the Lord. And that's a bad thing to be. It's an abomination to Yahweh outside. If you're an abomination, all your enemies look down on you. Man, that's crazy. I'd rather be an abomination to this world for righteousness' sake than an abomination to my power.
Right.
For wickedness' sake.
Right. And that's what they want. You people, you want us to be an abomination to our power.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
so that we can please you.
Yep.
We're telling you we are not going to be an abomination to our power. We're going to live righteously according to the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible.
That's right.
Whether you like it or not.
That's right.
Whether you believe us or not.
That's right.
Whether you hate us or not.
That's right.
We are going to live righteously.
That's right.
And we don't care what you do. So you.
Hey, Malak,
Do you, boo
before
boo?
you get that, can I get a swift one?
I didn't say, do you, boo boo?
Because it backs up, it complements each other. So real quick, to back up both brothers, right? 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 17. For it is better, if the will of God be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing.
Hey, beautiful people.
I'll be reading one more time. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 17. For it is better, if the will of God be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing. Because we're going to suffer regardless. We're going to suffer regardless in this place. Just like people that get the chip. Oh, you don't know if they're gonna kill you regardless. You're going to die regardless.
Right.
So you might as well suffer for
Right.
well-doing.
For righteousness' sake.
Might as well die like a warrior than live on your knees. If you know what I mean.
God.
I just want to say that.
Hey, beautiful precept. And it says, as it behoved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. But they that had the charge.
What it say for a love of life to be tasted?
God.
Well, that's the food, man.
God.
You know, because people. That's why you got Christians. And he was raised on this stuff. You know, they gave you this food to eat. Why did they give it to you? Because first of all, they conquered you. All right, your enemy conquered you, and now you want to eat our bread defiled amongst the heathens. You know, so just like you got an animal, you feed him what the fuck you want to feed him, and that's what we was. You had to eat it at that time. There was a time and a place for that. You know, but the Lord, like he had mercy on us, because he still had a remnant. Like we all grew up eating pork and all that, man. But now we probably was in the ancient time where we was in captivity. Back then we might have been in the same situation. But you still had men. Like if you watch that movie, Birth of a Nation, right, with Nat Turner and all that, you had an instance where Nat Turner was going around to different plantations, right, and there was two dudes. They was muzzled up. They refused to eat the bullshit that Master wanted to give them. So what they did, they was like, man, fuck that. And they you know, it's probably with pork or whatever. And they was like, yo, this nigga, he refused to eat this, that. And they want you to eat something because they know that you feed your body with them. So he took a hammer and a chisel and put a muzzle and he chiseled their teeth out. Put a funnel in their mouth and poured that shit down their throat, man. You know, so they forced it. You know, that's wicked, man.
Yeah.
But they lost their teeth. They lost a lot just because they didn't want to eat the bullshit that Esau had. You know. So the Lord, hey man. So like that's a powerful spirit to have, man. You know. And the Lord, hey, just for that, because it was forced upon them, they refuse it. The Lord can have mercy on them just for that. You know. To
accept, because what we refuse in this world to be accepted by the Lord.
Right.
Yeah, I think they used to fucking bite their own tongues off so they won't eat. Yeah. And that even goes back to the Maccabees, the Seleucid Empire, that wicked ass king, Antiochus, Epiphany, where our people fled to the mountains just to circumcise their children. You know, just to keep the Sabbath in the mountains.
Right.
Just to hide so they won't kill them.
And you gotta be wicked to try to force somebody to do something that's against their culture. How wicked are you? So we calling you out, Esau and other heathen nations, because again, we are a righteous people, and we are a peaceful people. We want to live in peace amongst all nations. That would be our thing. We would love to live, but you don't want to give us peace. You want to force us to believe what you believe. You want to force us to go after your customs. But you know why? Because you know once we get connected to our power, hey, that's all she wrote. It's a wrap.
Well, two. But I want to read it in the NLT and in the King James Version. Because it backs up what you read. It's Psalm 69, chapter 20. It's like Psalm chapter 69, verse 20 and 21. It says, reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for some to take pity, but there was none. And for comforters, but I found none. They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. You know, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what these devils think. That's what they're doing to us. You know, check it out. Let's go to the NLT. Same scripture. Psalm 69 and 20. It says, "Their results have broken my heart, and I'm in despair. If only one person would show some pity, if only one would turn and comfort me. But instead, they give me poison for food. They offer me sour wine for my thirst." You know, and that's what Esau does, man. They give you, even when you go to these food pantries and all that, they give you bullshit.
Right.
It's outdated, you know, or if it ain't outdated, it's on the verge of being outdated.
Right.
But the show, you still got some life in it. But
Right.
it's like, man, fuck it. So, hey, the Lord going to do the same thing to them, man.
Right.
Because, like, with us, man, we're allowed to feed a heathen roadkill. You can't get that to your brother. You're allowed to feed a heathen to something that dies of its own self. You can't get that to your brother. You know, because it died of itself because it was sick. You know? So you feed that to a heathen, you don't feed that to your brother. No, but see, Esau, they are the ones just they're doing that to us.
Right.
What did we do wrong to Esau? You know, why they want to come at us so hard? Man? Why? Because the birthright wasn't given to you; it was given to us. And now you're at the end of your kingdom. And ever since the womb, it was already prophesied.
Right.
You know, going to Genesis the 25th chapter.
Now that's what we want to get away from. That's not peaceful. That's just wicked. That's wickedness right there. And this is where we're stuck. We're stuck in this wicked place. And you want to try to throw shade at us because we want to get out of this wickedness? That's how you know you don't even understand your own behavior. What does it say? The wicked shall do wickedly, and they shall not understand. Roughly paraphrasing. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You can't even understand your own behavior. That's how wicked you are. And that's the hatred that you have for righteous people. A righteous people. Because that hatred is just so coming out of you that you can't control your behavior and what you do to righteous people. You know? So ask yourself that question. And when you do it, you still won't even understand. That just went way above a lot of people's head. Especially you, Esau.
I got you right here. Daniel 12 and 10. It says, many shall be purified of me. Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Ah.
The brother quoted, man. The wicked is always going to be wicked. You know, talking about some damn Edomites. The wise going to do wickedly, but hey, the wise going to understand what you're doing. So I'm going to start with the elect, you know, the elect of Israel, body of this great nation, man. They on your ass, and they see all your moves, man. You ain't pulling the wool over their eyes,
Right.
man. And they're not going to be deceived by nothing you say and nothing you do. They might keep their mouths shut because, hey, man, everything has to play out, and that's prophecy, you know. But the Lord, best believe this, the Lord is never going to leave them nor forsake them. And they always going to prevail, no matter what. Even if you put them to death, they put Yahweh shot to death. Guess what? He's coming back, according to what, Isaiah 47, in the 3rd chapter. He's coming back in all his glory, man. He said he's not going to beat you like a man, you know? So you really ain't do shit. You thought you got away with it, because look, like this book says, man, look. And this is how you know, because Yahweh Shah came with what? Back in the Roman Empire. And he's coming back to take it down, man. You know, that's why it says iron mixed with clay, and the Roman Empire was in the iron time. So now the Roman Empire is weakened. And Yahweh Shah's coming to take it the fuck down, man.
That's right.
You know? So you thought you got away with it, like, oh yeah, we did it. Yo, and when you put him to death, and he rolls back, you know, and he went, you know, still came around and talked to his people, because he couldn't take you down there, but he came to talk to his people, let him know, look, I'm still here, I'm with you.
Hey, to land back on the brother. Hey, guess what? We're so righteous. We're even warning you Edomites and other heathen nations. Hey, you're welcome.
Got a quick one. Here's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but though the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right. So yo, you look at the unwise king now, who's that? Esau. Look how he's destroyed it. All he want to do, he's about death. He's the harbinger of death. He wants to depopulate the fucking planet. You know, so he could, and, you know, he even depopulated his own people.
Right.
Right.
That's a sick motherfucker.
What it say? Except there be Lord Spirit of the time.
Unless any flesh be saved.
Except the. He's going to exterminate himself. That's
Right.
That's how wicked he is.
That's like an uncontrollable bomb.
Right. Hey, he's insatiable. What do you expect?
The spirit is not upright in him.
God.
And that's his spirit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand.
Can a leopard change his spots? You know?
All right, it's so many scriptures, right, that speak to this.
This is Matthew chapter 24, starting at verse, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
God.
You know, and yo, right now, yo, you see it. Look how fast this year went by.
Super fast.
We already at December the 2nd, man.
Super fast.
You got less than a month before this year is over. And y'all, I guarantee you 2024 is going to come in with a super bang, man. They already talking about the economic collapse. They've been talking about that. You got more evils going on the earth, more diseases and things of that nature going on the earth, man. And we're warning you all these things, but y'all, yet you still want to walk around. And right now, they're pushing so many agendas,
Right.
but you don't even know about. Why? Because it's the most wonderful time of the year. You know? It's fucking Christmas season. The greatest time of the year, man.
Most
wicked. Yeah, cut. And they just steady pushing it. So when it comes in next year, you're gonna get like a deer with your head and headlights.
Yeah.
Because you got Christmas and that whole week banging this New Year's, but you gonna party, get drunk as hell, then New Year's come. And with it go, you never know what's gonna happen New Year's Day. Or
Right.
the days that come after, but you're still gonna be recovering because you were so fucking drunk, man.
Hey, that's why you know there's no wisdom in them. If it was, hey, they listen to what we're saying, and basically what we're saying is coming out of the scriptures, right? That's how you know there's just the Lord has just deprived you of wisdom. Because if you even took a minute to think about what we've been saying through the Spirit and power and grace and mercy of Yahweh Shem Shah, you would actually thank us.
Yeah, right.
And I got
Right.
man,
Yeah.
I got some this I'm gonna say this there. I know you had some more, bro.
Come.
You got some more.
Yeah, back to 2 Maccabees chapter 6, and it says, verse 20, as it behold them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. But they that had charge of that wicked feast, so here they are at a feast, right? And they're trying to get Eleazar to eat swine's flesh so the other people could do it, right? It says, for the old acquaintance that had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
That's crazy.
So, hey, listen, you ain't got to eat this swine's flesh. Go ahead and bring your own meat. But hey, just that's gonna tell you, right?
And yo, that's heavy because
it's gonna tell you. It's gonna say it.
That's heavy as hell because you have wicked men now, right? Which like when the whole Yaka died. You do this in front of everybody, and people are they're taking themselves.
John.
Who knows if they wasn't getting saline shot?
Right, John.
You know.
John.
Yo, they was one.
That placebo, what they call it, yeah, that placebo.
That's like like my cousin. My cousin did that shit. He took it. And now I was like, when I asked him, I said, God, I said, why you do that? And not too long after he told me that he took it, he was checked out. But when I talked to his wife, his woman, that for years, they got a lot of children. They got my little cousin. But I was like, she was like, well, you know, he did it to show the kids not to be scared of it. That costs you your fucking life, man. Because you looking at these assholes on TV, and it ain't none of them people, the president, all them motherfuckers that got it. You had nurses on TV and all. What was the point of doing all that? If it was so safe, why you got people got to get on TV to make you take it?
Hey, it's a beautiful point, bro.
People not using their fucking minds. That not once in history have I saw it in my life living on this planet. They just told you, you got to get this to go to school, but that wasn't killing you. And you ain't have to keep it. You got it one time, that was it. Now you go to school. Chicken pox, all that shit. But this one in particular, they had to make it see, oh yeah, come on, dog. That's why this is damn. I think it's about 12 and 10. It says never trust our enemy. It's iron and sources
of wickedness.
Man. So they making you, if they have to convince you to get something, you might want to reconsider.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when the fuck did they ever tell you for us, our people, hit them first.
To save your life.
Yeah, when did they ever care about us? Period?
Right.
When niggas like, Esau, yeah. That's how dumbed down you have become, man. That's crazy.
Who they have? What was that? Juvenile?
Yeah, facts. See, another nigga. They ain't come out in years, man. Back that song is so effing old, man. But now they put that out there. Now because that brought back that spirit from that time. And the people that like them, they went ahead and.
Hey, man, what else they have? Free chicken? You get a bucket of chicken.
All they was doing, and that's.
They trying to persuade.
They was burgers and fries. Now what Nate and them said burgers and fringes. So they all in cahoots. They all in the same bed, man.
The governor.
Yeah, cut.
But
he was like,
he's sitting there. Yo, he's really sitting there. This is good.
Yeah, he was like, when you take it, just think about these fries. Like, yo, They fucking play.
Yeah, he's really eating this.
Yeah, like, yo, that shit is crazy. That's how much they think about it. They think because they know niggas on you go to McDonald's.
They do it diligent. And not only that, Esau, because like the brother mentioned, people got it. Some people like, well, ain't nothing happened to me. Well, here's the thing, right? Esau already counted the cost before he brought that out. That's why they had the 2019, the whole what was that? Where they did the sit down before it was in place. So they counted the cost. So just because it didn't kill certain people right away, the point is for it to happen some type of way later on.
Yep.
Because now it's in you. You don't know what's in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shut down your whole.
So what? Like the scriptures say, because judgment is not executed speedily. So just because you ain't dropped dead right then and there, don't mean that whatever's in you might not be affected, might not affect you later on.
And I'm going to tell you,
You know?
many people that have taken it have said to me, I just don't feel the same. My body is not the same.
People
Yo,
weaker, yeah.
Basically what it did, it shut down your defense mechanism. Right? So now you're prone to all type of germs, man. You don't have a defense system,
Right.
So that now when you do that, that's when you get your HIV from, right? You get all that. But that's what AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So it's acquired. Acquired has to come on to you. When it gets into your body, you could die from a common cold.
Right, because
and that's all they was basically. We're not medical experts. We're none of that. We're just stating things.
Yeah.
That you already know.
it's already out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, people, like pneumonia is on a high level right now. I hope all them niggas.
And real quick, and also like they show you in the movie Cell, and this also goes back to like the father in the temple. You know what I'm saying? But in the movie Cell, because what the scriptures speak about the prince of the air. So now you got all these towers set up because of all the metals that's in people. They calling it the MR to the N to the ISA. To throw out the algorithm. But now, once that's like fully operated, like it can make you start, dropping or whatever. You know what I mean? So, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right? Except they see the very elect, and that's what they're trying to do. And soon it's going to come down to, you're not you're going to be homeless if you don't take. Or if you're not, if you don't,
you're gonna have to live off the grid.
If you don't take that him in your body, now you're gonna be persecuted.
Yeah, you're gonna have to live off the grid. Coming too. Hey, and that's why they got to get the profits off of all this social media, because the truth is going out and people are listening. And now they're asking questions. Right, that you don't have answers for, but the scriptures have answers to it, because it was already foretold thousands of years ago in these scriptures. So now people again are asking questions. That's why this famine of the word has to come swiftly. They want to do it, right? And it's going to come. It says back to 21. It says, but they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
Yeah, so that means they had ties with him.
Yeah,
they had something over them. You know what I mean? Just like these like Nate and all them. That's how you know they set up, because they got That's why they're able to pull them aside. You know, they can't come pull us aside.
Right.
Yo, let me holler at you, man, because nigga, what we gotta talk about?
Right.
You don't got nothing to discuss.
Nope, nothing.
Because you have nothing over my head. You know, I ain't made no deal with you.
Right.
Right then, I made a deal with you. How about shooting outside, man? About shooting on the top of God. You made it with us, man. You always willing to be a part of that number.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you never sell out to these other people, like them entertainers and all that. That's why they can pull their coats up when they start talking, I'm an Israelite. I'm
right.
They're like, oh, come here, buddy. Let's talk about it.
We got you on candid camera, right? Yeah.
You want to lose this? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
no, my bad, master. Man, fuck all this shit is done anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
hey. Yeah,
It
hey.
looks like you, don't it?
Right, exactly.
You looking like Scooby-Doo.
Right. Hey, and you signed that deal, right?
Yeah.
So they got all types of stuff on you.
Right.
You know?
Are you? Yeah. That's crazy.
It says to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
And you see that? So that's leading people astray.
Right.
You know? Even, I know them dudes really had pork and all that. But even if it wasn't, you know, and you was emulating like you was, you still sending out the wrong message.
Right.
You know? Because, you might have a man, they be like, if you just do this, we'll give you all this money and this, that. You already sold out. You already sold out. You sold your soul. You know? And then you're pushing on your people to falsehoods. You know? Oh, yeah, it's cool to do this. Oh, the law doesn't say that, right? The law specifically speaks against those things, right?
Right.
You know? So anything that you add on to is going to be added on to you, man.